I somewhat hated to make this video because I was really interested in these fields, and in order to really elaborate on what I've learned, um, I have to break it down into two aspects: the sinister and um, the applicable uh, side of melanin science and spirit science. Um, there's a possibility that if um, you don't, if someone doesn't exploit their advantage, that gives them the potential to be scary, you know. Now, during the transaction of some um, areas of these sciences, um, some people do take it beyond just um, the endearing facet of being a part of something, your environment, and your ecology, to go on and um, try to overlord it. Is it, kind of like you know, woe and beholdeth, like I've invented the world. We invented the world, but that's not what it's meant for. Like the, it, in dividing the symbol of transformation, or the wholeness is a circle. The transformation, one revolution, a circle. When you divide it like the yin and yang, you get duality, and you can you can add one, and the next time you divide it, you get another mystery system. You get the Solomonic, when it's divided three sol om on, a circle divided in three ways. It's with a circle inside of a circle, and the circle inside has a like a Y shape, so it's like three pieces, and you go on to like Elven, and Elven is like seven ways, and this is like it looks like a spur, like a star. One before that is the 5 point star, which is Phi system, the Phi mystery system. Um, so uh, Mel is just a group of people, like it's just like a clan. Mel, or like Sam, or Ham. I'm sure you're aware of these. Kush. Um, a lot of words, and they're synonymous with black. Um, it's duality. Uh, what's it called? As above, so below. So as within, so without, or with um, light is dark, dark is light, um, and so on and so forth. Uh, uh, Light is the sheen, the Sheena E, the Sheena Easton of the triple state of Purple Rain, the Rainmaker, uh, you know, the Prince, you know, Prince of Peace, uh, Prince of Darkness, triple state of darkness, and the sheen, the gloss, the shine. They used to call black people shine. You know, there's a few things I wanted to wager. Because I don't know something if I haven't actually lived it, saw it on, and read it in a book, and then saw it in a movie, because those are like the ways to experience something. And but I've heard it and it sounds interesting that the most advanced group of people to ever exist was someone called the Bozo, like the clown, Bozo the clown, and also something interesting. Bozo, damn. Oh yeah, okay. So there's a older version of Shiva. It is Shiva, but it's older, and his name was Sambo, and Sambo is related some way to Bozon, Bose, or Bozo, or something like that. Very interesting, right? Can't refutate it because I wouldn't know where to begin. Um, but there was a god named Cephas who was like a fairy, and so it's okay. So the fairy is like elven, a mystery system with a 7 point star. It's a circle divided 7 times, 8 point star. An 8 point star inside of a circle divided by 7 times, I think. Each mystery system is a precursor to the next mystery system. Like we had the demagoguery as a precursor to Christendom, and Christendom is the Messianic era, which took the Christ figure from the demagoguery and turned him into the Christ child. It's funny for a two-party system in a left-right paradigm where one of those parties would be known as the Dems, then I feel like they're on a trajectory toward the well-to-do of the what is now known as the left, because I used to be left, but I'm still the same. So there's something to say about that. But the I feel like the upper class of the left are going to go into seminary and become nuns and monks and stuff, and you'll see them cutting steaks in fancy restaurants with burgundy V-neck sweaters and white collars, and looking like like men, like not men, but looking like short little like boyish women. Like that's their trajectory. You know what I mean? They're not gonna go down dirty. You know what I mean? It's just like niggas ain't gonna lose. The streets is always gonna win. Well, I kind of went off on a tirade, but I don't want to really go into it. It's pretty much. I think we've gotten there. I think everybody knows where I would be going off if I went on that tangent, and I'll spare you, really, So, when, hmm, when there's like a municipal turning over in society, that's the fire and the brimstone. The closest thing that you get to our our modern notion of hell is from the turning over of contemporary structure to a new municipal organized reign. Then like it's it's first it begins with calamity, and then it generates into chaos, and then the new form. So that's like fire and brimstone, or torture, which comes from the word comes from the place Tartarus. The word torture comes from Tartarus, which is where who stole fire from the gods and gave it to man. That's Prometheus. I think Prometheus, and he's chained to a volcano in Tartarus or something. Tartarus, yeah, okay. Um, and then there's the Amenti of the subconscious and the Emerald tablets, and there's the Amenta. They used it in the movie The Gate, and they used it in the movie Hellraiser, and Ghostbusters 3 or 2, Ghostbusters 2. Um, they actually used it in Sex Magic in the book Sex Magic by Pascal Beverly Randolph. Uh, it was all of these stargates, and he even denoted the shape of the ring where the setting is more valuable than the stone, and how the structure of the ring, like a wedding ring. Um, the 12 symbols of the subconscious that can be collected during alpha state when the initiate is um, near restfulness, near sleeping. Or it's like a dream work. If you put together the 12 symbols, then you open a portal. But then portals exist in different forms, like the advancing of water to the atmosphere to a gas, and atmosphere is the triple point of water, and gas is the closest thing to that, and some like inlet uh, tide pools, there's steam, and the steam comes up, and if you see it from above, it's like a portal for the transfiguration of the water, and it is like there's sometimes also uh, spacecraft, and you don't recognize them until you're on the spacecraft. I think you're on the ship, and you get a proposition or a like a choice, and it's for the proposition is for a ride, and the choice is whether or not you like play ball or something like that. But it's not always. I don't think they're all sinister, but most of the ones like that, I don't trust them anyway. Um, One time I was observing a spherical cloud form out of a marbly, like it looked like the inside of a marble when it was clear, and they have that like little coloring and stuff. But then it like uh, plasmacized into a ball, and then it shifted where the sun was coming down, like looking like a pyramid in the clouds. The cloud structure kept that form, and then that ball like slowly absorbed into the capstone, and then the capstone glided off of the pyramid, slid over to the side, and was just suspended off to the side. It's like some sort of weird demonstration. Somebody told me that was like a spacecraft, and you know what I mean. Like you don't describe them as being like little green men poking out of a um, aluminum spherical, like a aluminum discus or something. I think I've seen a lonely spaceship one time that was kind of like a jellyfish, but it was looking. It kind of felt sad, like it was like looking around, like right around dusk, like just floating over El Camino, and people wouldn't have seen it because it looks more like some kind of something from the ocean, or if it has any mechanical aspect, it's bonded with biology. It's like partially biological and partially like the kind of mechanical aspect is more or less so advanced, people won't get it. Like it's ether. I mean, it's easy to get to the ether. It's easy to get a knowledge of the ether, but I don't think still a lot of people could would see that. If the one I pointed out was the first one, and people couldn't see it, I kind of felt a little, I don't know, not too much. Yeah, it's I felt like I was kind of like, oh, am I pushing up on you? Sorry, my bad. Like, but then I was kind of like a little depressed, like not too much. I didn't care really. The second one, I didn't wasn't talking to anyone. So I mean, maybe it was me. Maybe I'm depressed or but something. But I think I saw something, but I don't think. I mean, it's possible that it could have been a drone, but it was, I don't know. Just don't know. What did I start this off? Take her. Okay. I'm just gonna come back later because I'm. That's cool. I mean, shit. You never expect to say some things.